Domestic video cameras have gone through several generations now. We started with VHS, we had Video 8 which improved it a bit. We went to Mini DV with the arrival of standard definition. That got to be widescreen. HDV brought us high definition widescreen and brilliant colours. You could do it on DVD, although that was still in standard def. Then came hard drive recorders, and now finally the latest generation, the flash drive. This is the Canon Legria HFS10. Sometimes size matters. In this case the size is huge. The Legria captures an awesome 8 megapixels of image and then effectively down converts to high definition. Even allowing for the effective video being an actual 6 megs, this is large, nearly 3 times larger than normal. Video is then converted to full HD and recorded at the maximum data rate permitted under the AVCHD standard, and this is at a blistering 24 megabits a second, as fast as HDV tape. Flash drives that have no moving parts will progressively take over. They're robust, take all the shocks you can throw at them, they use much less power, and your batteries will last longer. Flash drives also start up and run quickly. The Legria will wake up and run inside 0.8 of a second. That's awesome. My HV30 drags itself out of hibernation in roughly 6 seconds from asleep to recording, so the Legria is not far off 10 times faster. The Legria carries this generation of Canon family genes, a bit stocky and short, easy to hold. No award-winning sculpture here, but a working piece of kit. The most obvious thing is the blunt front end caused by the enlarged front ring. The stereo mics are each side of this, and in front of the LCD door is the custom ring. The custom ring is set in the main menu and has 5 alternatives including focus, exposure, focus assist, mic level and AGC limit. You'd probably use either the focus or exposure as the usual settings here. This works, but I'd still prefer a multi-function full-size front ring. The LCD door is fairly conventional with a very useful joystick and usual control buttons. One new one though is a fast switch between play and record. This is good because now you can leave the mode switch, the one on the back, wherever you'd like it to be and easily switch between record and play. Speaking of the LCD screen, I really like the layout and the colour of the menus. The font is clear and easy to read, and it's easy to move around with the joystick. New too is a fast function list that appears when you flick up the joystick. It remembers what you last adjusted and provides a quick way back to manually change something. For instance, you can select manual exposure and then adjust by shifting the joystick left or right. Switch between manual and auto just by pressing the joystick. Again, I like this very much and got used to it very quickly. The power switch is also separate from the mode knob. Good thinking here too, as again you can leave the mode switch wherever you want it to be. The camera fires up quickly and gets into record at lightning speed. The pictures of course are as good as you'd expect given the specs. At 1920 by 1080 they're full HD in the AVCHD format. Personally I think HDV is still better, but it's getting close. AVCHD will require a faster computer, much faster in fact. Quad-core will do it with lashings of RAM. My last upgrade was the one that worked. My older dual-core didn't manage even with 4 gigs of RAM. Back to the picture though. Through the LCD the colours and sharpness are just superb. It's truly amazing the quality of pictures coming out of this generation of domestic cameras. With care you can shoot proper grown-up professional pictures, and the professionals won't like it one bit. The front of the Legria is deceptively large. At first I thought it had a larger piece of glass, but it's the lens ring that's changed size. It's now 58mm, and this is a good thing. Normally you'd need a stepper ring to get up to this size to take off-the-shelf filters from your local camera shop. With the huge, bigger than HD capture, there comes a remarkable piece of built-in zooming. The Legria has a 1.7 teleconverter inside the unit. This will do your head in, as it did mine for a while. Normally digital zoom blows the picture up and quality goes down with it. But here you're zooming into a picture that is way bigger than you need, so it's not enlarging anything. Fantastic, the world's first true HD digital zoom that really works. It's like cropping a large photograph. No camera is perfect, not yet. This one is a great design carried out really well. I have one problem with it. It has no viewfinder. I'd like to know the retail price to have one on it, and I imagine the difference will be well worth paying. Also, I still argue you cannot shoot properly with the lens door open like most people do. You just can't hold it steady. 2 hands is much better. Other than the lack of a viewfinder, I'm really impressed with this camera and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10.